Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Spring Porter with Spring Solutions LLC. In this video, I am going over the payout portion to the deal that I received in the Northern District of Illinois. I finally received an EFT payment today. If you're interested in seeing what that looks like, again, please stay tuned. Please note that I am not an attorney. This information is not indicated as legal advice. So if you've not seen that previous video, I'll post a link. I went into a little bit more details of that case. It is from the Northern District of Illinois. This is, I think, the second deal that I've gotten in that district. A little tricky to work in, but I have updated that in the $500 course. I've updated the process to which you are supposed to fill in those documents. It's a little bit tricky, but they do give you an EFT payment. As you can see here, this particular deal, again, is from 2008. So it really doesn't matter the age of the case, as I mentioned before. What it comes down to is, are you able to reach out to that person, and are they going to be willing to work with you, right? Can you locate them? This person is in a whole nother state. I think they're in Mississippi now, and this case is from Illinois. So that your client could be anywhere in the states, to be honest, even if the case is in the state where you're living, just so you know. Any rate, I filed the application. It was filed in on the 25th of January, it says here. And then it on the order itself, and I've reviewed this order before, but I just wanted to give you time frames. So I filed it in on the 25th of January, and then on February the 7th, down here you see that there is a judge's signature with the date of the order filed in. And then I received the EFT today on the 9th, and this is for the same amount, $241,580, and that's the same thing that's down here in the actual order itself. So the process to unclaim funds in bankruptcy is a little bit different than state funds because you're dealing with a bankruptcy case. So this is for people that are new to my channel. You have to file in the documents with your supporting documents as well. Then the court has to issue an order. The order is issued here, and then you know that your funds are coming. So that's how it works. It's the applications first, documents you have to submit, then there's an order, and then there's a payment. So it's a few steps that you have to go through. But it doesn't take terribly long. As you can see here, it takes a few weeks. And so this is what it looks like when it goes into your account. Now, I've had people reach out to me and they're like, well, can I just do this as an individual? And you can do it as an individual. I think it's going to be a little bit tricky with trying to deposit these EFTs into maybe a regular checking account. You may need to speak to your bank and let them know what it is that you're doing. And they may just ask you, why don't you just open up a business checking account? So they may put that back on you to do that. I think it looks a little bit weird when you are depositing funds like this into your own account. And it's not an operating account, because you don't want to mess around and pay your bills with these particular funds. And what is your client going to get after that? So you have to make sure you're good with accounting is what I mean. You don't want to put all your funds into one basket and then you don't know who gets what. And I've mentioned that before on my channel. So the other deal that I got from New Jersey also has an EFT. And so what if I put all that together and let's say it was my personal account and I'm just paying bills with it and I'm going about life? Well, what about your clients? So always maybe separate the two. Have your own personal checking and then make sure you have a business checking account to make things a lot smoother so that you can turn around and give your client their portion of it. So you have to make sure you're good with accounting. Now, if you're not good with paying your own bills, how are you going to manage funds like this? Is what I'm saying. This is something that you're going to need to do. Or maybe you can hire someone to do it for you. Maybe you have a spouse who's better at, paying bills and doing those types of things. Maybe they could do it for you. You just want to make sure that the funds are available to turn around and give to your clients, because the process that I teach you, you're always going to get the funds first. All right. So that's really important that you know that. And so from here on, tomorrow when I go back and look at the deposit, the description will actually have miscellaneous treasury pay. And then we'll also have a series of numbers. And I've mentioned this before, but you want to be careful. Let's say you have a website and you're doing your asset locator and you're posting your results from your findings, from your case, so that other people would want to work with you. You want to make sure you block out that series of numbers, because sometimes it will have the client's social security number on there. If you know when you get an EFT from your tax refund, it will have your social security number at the end of that description of the funds. And so your client's social security number may be on there. So you want to make sure that you block that out in case you're using, these screenshots and things like that for your own websites. All right, I'm just letting you know that. You don't want to get in trouble with putting that information out there. So that's really it for this particular deal. It was pretty easy to work here. I do have those updated forms, as I mentioned before, in the $500 program. This is for, again, the Northern District of Illinois. You actually have to have a hearing form. Most districts, you're not going to need a hearing form and extra documents pertaining to a hearing, but some you may. And they please know that, they can change the rules at any moment, right? So this particular district, you actually have to fill in a hearing notice. And I've made that clear in the program in case you're wondering. If you get a deal in this district, just let me know. I can walk you through the steps if it's still unclear to you. All right, so that's all that I wanted to tell you. Please continue to watch, share, like, subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.